The first thing that springs to my mind when I think of Powai is a well-planned neighborhood with beautiful Greco-Roman architecture.
The word opportunity comes into my mind when I think about Powai. Powai can be easily called as a startup valley or startup capital of Mumbai.
I'm from Assam and I came to Bombay to do my management in IIT, and I was looking for a church or a community where I can have a good fellowship and share the love of Christ. That's when God led me to BBC Colaba, where I met Nathan and Karen.
In 2012, a couple of months after Karen and I got married, we moved to Bombay, specifically Powai, because work brought us here. And like any good Christian family would do, after finding a home in Powai, we started looking for churches. But then we couldn't find one close by, and we felt God lead us to this church called Bombay Baptist Church in Colaba, which is about 40 kilometers away from Powai.
Around July is when BBC started a new campaign called 40 Days of Love. So we responded to this call to start a new cell group. So in August, Nathan, Karen and Susan opened their homes to begin cell group in Powai.
So 3 years back when I first moved to Powai for a job, so I thought my dreams will be kind of coming true. However, the whole reality was like so far from it. So I used to have so many salary delays, so I used to suffer in my workplace. I also just made some wrong financial choices. So I saw my cell group praying for me, so also standing for me in this whole time.
This Powai cell was connecting people to people and people to God. And so we felt it was apt to rename it as Powai Connect. Around the same time as when one of our friends saw a distinct dream, which was very strange to us. He saw that we were meeting in a gym and serving communion there.
In 2014, we were part of the team that helped launch the Radical Generation service at BBC Colaba. But within a year, God laid in our hearts to plant a church in Powai. Very counterintuitive to what we had planned, God laid out a different strategy in our hearts, that is to multiply through our connect groups instead of launching one big great service.
On the 6th of July 2016, we were commissioned to plant a church in Powai. We began our journey as a church in Powai by meeting on Sundays, and the first place we met was at the top floor of a high-rise building, from where we had a vantage view of all of Powai, and every Sunday we used to stretch out our hands and pray.
But after 3 months, we felt God nudging us to move. That's when we found Often, a vibrant community workspace where startups meet. But what we heard from the founders of Often blew our minds. They had taken a gym and converted it into a workspace. Finally, a prophecy that was given 4 years back was coming true.
I have come to know Jesus through this community, and I am seeing Him more even as I live with this group of people. I already see change in me. I used to be a short-tempered guy before. Now I am more patient.
I was never this excited about Sundays. In fact, I finish my church in the morning, come to meet my Powai Connect friends and have lunch with them. I also enjoy being part of the midweek Connect group, sharing stories on how we deal with our lives and how God is working in each one of us.
I had a crazy time this year on my birthday with my church people. I've never been treated like this before, and I will always remember this. The best part is that the church is active not only on the Sundays but throughout the week, and the people here are also very friendly and welcoming.
That first Sunday that I sat here in church and I heard the story of Ruth, I just couldn't move. I felt it was written for me, and I couldn't believe it was happening, and that was the day that I felt I was chosen and called by God.
From being a part of a Connect group to hosting it in my own house, I have seen a huge transformation in myself.
Every other day of the week, I feel like going back home to Odisha. But on Sundays, I just don't think of home, thanks to Powai Connect. Every Sunday, I'm refreshed and renewed, ready to face the week ahead.
We have a vision to see generations transformed, starting with Powai. Having seen transformation ourselves through Powai Connect groups, we want to see transformation across Powai happen through Connect groups. Like every building in Mumbai has a refuge area, we want to see these Connect groups become a refuge area where people who are hurting emotionally, mentally, relationally, physically can come and find a safe place to belong and know God. We want to see this gospel transformation momentum spill over from Powai into the neighborhoods around it.